Bezier X Plus is a foldable fat tire e-bike with 26 inches fat tires, a rear hub motor peaking at 1500 watts, full suspension, a 48-volt 17.5 amps battery, hydraulic disc brakes, and a lot more. Let's take a look at the key features of this e-bike so you can decide if it is right for you. The bike comes in a standard box and it arrives safely packed with no transportation damage. In the box, you get all the parts that need to be assembled, tools, a charger and a cable, a set of keys, and so on. A few extras, a bike lock, and an air pump. It took me around 20 minutes to fully assemble it. In case you need help, check out the manufacturer's easy-to-follow tutorial. At the time of this video, the bike costs €1,385 in the EU and $1,499 in the US. Check out the links in the video description if you're interested. To begin with, let's take a look at the design, specs, and key features. The X Plus is a big and bulky e-bike that is made for off-road, but you can obviously ride it on asphalt or pretty much any terrain you want. It is also easily transportable due to its foldable design, a huge advantage over non-foldable e-bikes that often require spacious vehicles for transportation. It has these massive 26 by 4 inches fat tires that make a huge difference compared to the more common 20 inches wheels found on a lot of other e-bikes. I'm amazed by the X Plus's off-road capabilities, but I will talk more about it in just a bit. The frame looks and feels strong and durable, and the overall build quality of the bike is excellent. These blue rims look really nice and they definitely stand out from the crowd. I tested the strength of the bike on all sorts of terrain and it's proven to be super strong. There are no rattling or moving parts, everything feels solid, hence the whopping load capacity of 200 kilograms or 440 pounds. This is definitely not a lightweight bike, but it's actually much lighter than it looks. At 170 centimeters, I'm not the tallest guy, but I felt comfortable riding the Bezier X Plus for hours. You can adjust the height of the saddle. However, the handlebar height is not adjustable, but I found the height to be comfortable to me. The X Plus has a rear hub motor that can reach a peak power output of 1500 watts. Out of the box, the speed is limited to 25 kilometers per hour, but you can easily unlock it up to 45 kilometers per hour for using the bike on private property. The vehicle has hydraulic disc brakes on the front and back, a removable 48-volt 17.5 amps battery, and there is a twist throttle, which I personally prefer over the thumb throttles. The bike has the suspension on the front and back, which is a little bit stiff, but I'll talk more about it in just a bit. Another highlight is a 27-speed Shimano gear system. This is quite a rare feature in this big fat tire segment. For comparison, most e-bikes use either 7 or 8 gear systems. The bike has robust metal-made pedals and a metal kickstand holds the bike well. The front and back mudguards are made of plastic. However, I didn't use them on my bike because they only have one mounting point, which leads to rattling. Well, this is not a deal breaker because the bike has holes for multiple mounting points, but you would need to buy a different set of mudguards. I also wish the e-bike had a rear rack, but you can always buy it separately. The front light is nice and bright for night riding. However, there is neither a rear light nor a reflector. Sure, you can buy them separately, but I think these items should come standard. A backlit LCD allows you to choose from 5 power assist modes or turn off the motor completely. Press and hold the up key to turn on the front light. It also shows information like speed, battery, trip distance, odometer, and status indicators. If you press and hold a minus key, you will enter the walking mode. There is no built-in electric horn, so you would need to rely on a good old mechanical bell. Here is an audio test. Now let's talk about the riding experience and how all the bike's hardware works in practice. I mostly use the Bezier X Plus at the maximum power assist level, and I found the 1500-watt rear hub motor along with the 26 inches fat tires to be excellent in conquering pretty much any terrain. With a peak power output of 1500 watts, you can definitely feel the power difference compared to, for instance, 500-watt motors, especially when you ride the bike off-road. Additionally, with this bike, I felt much more confident than, for instance, riding a bike with 20 inches fat tires. Besides, bigger tires have advantages in terms of the overall traction and absorbing potholes of uneven terrain. It always felt that the bike had a good power reserve even when riding it in the mud, soft and wet grass, in the forest, and in other off-road environments like hitting deep potholes full of water and mud. You can immediately feel a powerful torque when you hit the throttle or start pedaling. The cadence sensor is actually faster than on most fat tire e-bikes I've tested recently. Well, it's not instantaneous, but it's quite responsive. The bike feels stable and smooth, and the full suspension works quite well. Well, it's not the softest I've tested, but it absorbs potholes and other road impacts quite well. I found the seat to be quite soft, and the bike has pretty standard handlebar grips. When I was off-road, 30 km/h was the maximum speed I felt comfortable on uneven terrain. When I rode the bike downhill on asphalt, I reached over 50 km maximum speed, which is very fast, but the bike felt stable and the handling was very good. The regular maximum speed is about 45 km/h. Hydraulic disc brakes are highly effective and they stop the bike fast without making any squeaking noise. The gears are shifting very smoothly, but honestly, I'm not sure if you need all 27 gears. I mostly used just a few of them. Lastly, the Bezier X Plus does not make any rattling sound when riding it, which is sometimes the case with other e-bikes. Overall, the riding experience is very good. I always felt confident going off-road with this bike because it can conquer almost any terrain. Massive 26 inches fat tires, plenty of power and speed make you feel that you can go pretty much anywhere. The Bezier X Plus has a decent size battery. The declared range is 60 km in pure electric mode and 130 km in electric assisted mode. On average, I could get about 75 km on a single charge when using a throttle a lot, but also doing quite a bit of pedaling. Obviously, your mileage may vary. You can remove a lockable battery with a provided key and charge it at home or keep it inside the frame of the bike. Overall, Bezier X Plus is a really nice fat tire e-bike. However, it has a few flaws, including the lack of the rear light. The supplied mudguards use just one mounting point, despite multiple pre-drilled holes on the frame. There is no rear rack, and I wish the bike used an electric horn, but the mechanical bell does the job. Besides that, this e-bike is a robust monster that enables you to explore almost anywhere you desire. It also looks nice, and these blue color rims make it stand out from the crowd. In addition to this, the X Plus boasts power, speed, exceptional traction from its large 26 inches fat tires, comfortable riding experience, stability even at high speed, and a pretty good range. Despite a few flaws, the Bezier X Plus is an awesome fat tire e-bike for all sorts of terrain. Tell me in the comment section down below, what do you think about the Bezier X Plus? Would you buy this bike or would you choose another fat tire option? Also, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.